Question 15. The line AB is parallel to the line CD. There are several statements here, and we're going to work our way through each one and see what it tells us about this diagram. So the line AB is parallel to the line CD. This here is the line AB, and this here is the line CD. Parallel means that these two lines will never meet, like train tracks. The line CD is perpendicular to the line EF. Here is the line CD, and here is the line EF. So perpendicular means that these two lines meet at a right angle. So that means that this here, this there, and there are all right angles. So right angles are 90 degrees. Triangle LMN is an isosceles triangle. So LMN, L is here, M is here, and N is here. So the triangle formed by these points is an isosceles triangle. And we know that isosceles triangles have two sides that are the same and two angles that are the same. So that means that here is my 90-degree angle. That means that this line here and this line here of the triangle must be exactly the same. So that tells me that this angle and this angle, because they are below the same lines, are exactly the same because it's an isosceles triangle. It's then asking me to find the size of angle X. Now angle X is here, outside of my triangle. This is what the question is asking me to find. So now I've gone through these statements. I've labelled my triangle with what I do know. I'm now going to follow the steps to find out what X is. So we know that there should be 180 degrees in every triangle. We know that this angle is 90 degrees. We need to work out what these two angles are. So we know that they are exactly the same. So we have one angle of 90 degrees. Add what? What must these two angles add up to? So 90 degrees add what? Gives you 180 degrees. So we do know that this is 90 degrees. So 180, take away 90, gives me what is left over. So that gives me 90 degrees. So I know that these two angles must add up to 90 degrees. I also know that they're exactly the same because this is an isosceles triangle. So if they must be exactly the same and they must add up to 90 degrees, 90 degrees divided by 2 will give me 45 degrees. So I have to half it. Half of 80 is 40, half of the 10 left over is 5, add them together is 45 degrees. So now I know that this angle here is 45 degrees and this angle here is 45 degrees. That now helps me to work out what X is. So these two angles here are on a straight line. So you should remember the rule, angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So therefore, I take what I do know, 180, take away the 45 degrees, will give me what I don't know will give me the leftovers of x. So if I can't do that in my head, I'm going to do a little takeaway sum. 180, take away 45, 0 take away 5, I can't do it. I'm going to borrow, that becomes a 7, carry the 1. 10 take away 5 is 5, 7 take away 4 is 3, 1 take away nothing is 1. So my answer there is 135 degrees. So that's quite a long-winded question for 3 marks. So you get 1 mark if they can see 90 degrees anywhere in your workings. So that there will give you 1 mark. You then get 1 mark if you see 45 degrees in any of your workings. So the 90 degrees you've shown your understanding of the vocabulary, parallel and perpendicular, to give that as a 90-degree angle. The 45 degrees you've shown your understanding of isosceles triangles and the angles in them. And then the 3rd mark comes from working out angles on a straight line. 180 take away 45 will give you 135 degrees.